Hello and welcome to Roll for Hotness, a live D&D show about four hot heroes and their abundance of pets currently trying to overcome an organization called New Dawn, all on top of ending a war and stopping the rise of an ancient horror. My name is Lucas Quinn and I am your DM. With me I have a band of adventurers who are ready to face the horrors of the day. Say hello, heroes.
Hello.
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 And who do we have with us today?
Hi, I'm Swami, and I play Venhadeth, the Alchemist.
Hi, I'm Renegon and I play Javi. The Paladin.
Wait.
Hmm.
Okay, that sounds right.
Close enough.
Yeah.
Okay. Next.
Oh, is it me? Sorry.
I think so, yeah.
I'm Ruffin playing Riley, the bard.
Sure it's not Riley playing rough?
I've been expecting myself to say that by accident for a long ass time now, but
You're too smart, though.
haven't yet.
Exactly.
You're doing great.
I'm still focused enough. We'll see.
Hi, I'm Yuki, and I play Rhea, the Necromancer.
Well, welcome, guys. I am Umbra and Timon playing Lucas today. How about we get into a recap?
Let's go.
All right, guys. Well, last episode, our heroes made their way into the capital in hopes to find a lead on the whereabouts of Zara Hemlock and the ancestral vault. After meeting with Holland, Timon's sister, they learned that the vault was within the Cresthelm Castle. While Holland set off to see about locating Zara, our heroes followed a lead that the Empire's son William was nearby at a club called the Posh Pixie. They had been tipped off that he would have access to the vault and may be able to lead them inside, give them a hand inside, or perhaps close enough to at least guard it. Vin played the role of a elven woman to allure the gaze of William at the club. With great success, Vin arranged a meeting with William at his castle the following night. The next day came as Holland reported back that Dario, the leader of the Sworn, had been seen arriving in the city. With news about his involvement with Hemlock, this would confirm that something would be happening fairly soon. Yet, with some time before the meetup with William, our heroes sought out the Grand Library. The place would be a source of knowledge for the other threat looming near, that of Hollofren, as well as hopefully learning more about Ranagon's past and purpose. Which would become true, as the party was greeted by one of its mysterious master librarians, Cyrus, another one of Casban's chosen. He was older than Ranagon, with a gray hair and gray beard. He asked if Ranagon trusted his new allies before issuing forward the magic to take our heroes somewhere in what looked to be the astral plane. Once there, Cyrus announced that his partner Asilicus would have a test of trust before knowledge could be handed out. And that is where we are now. You guys ready for your trust falls?
Let's go. I was born ready.
Okay.
So, the space that you enter in is quiet, as everyone waits. Cyrus has announced that Asilicus would arrive, but he hasn't, and time seems to lumber on and on without a word.
Is this a test?
Yeah, the without a word. Are we being tested to not say words?
A sharp sound is heard, and suddenly, Ranagon, since you said first, you find yourself alone.
Oh.
Oh,
Okay.
You are in the same space here on the black platform, which is seemingly made of glass. Black, ghostly glass The rest of you follow similar blackouts at the same time. A small flash, and suddenly each of you are standing alone on this platform. You each find yourself instinctively stepping forward. And for each of you, a dark figure moves forward out of the shadows onto your other side. Riley, you see Umbra comes before you. Just the two of you here. She steps forward and approaches you. What happened? What did everyone else go?
Can I do an insight check? If
Go ahead.
This is really her. Okay. 11.
11. It seems like Umbra to you.
Okay.
Looks like Umbra.
What? I don't know what's going on.
Nor do I. I don't like this. This space feels so vulnerable.
Yeah, I don't like tests. I've always been pretty bad at them. Is there anything like, can I look around? Is there anything besides just like the platform and like the shadows?
Yeah, so you're on this platform. As you look around, you kind of just see empty air outside of the platform, except for stars. You see a litany of stars around you in this astral sea. The stars that seem to shift and move. And you feel the tethers of this realm reaching for you. A product of this test as something pulls at your memories. You can resist and fail the test, or you can allow it to pull at your memories, and thus continue on.
So wait, I know I have to let it to like pass the test.
Yes,
What a load of horse shit. This is invasive,
it is.
but I'll let it.
Okay. You see these stars out around you, appearing suddenly as shapes and changing color to reflect that of Umbra. You see the stars project the image of Umbra above you and all around you. It shows Umbra upon a pirate ship. You see it is docked, but upon it men and women have been brought aboard. You see they are tied up, they are held hostage. All of these images are made with these little tiny motes of stars out in the distance, making up the bits, if you will, of the image. In them, you see the real Umbra, before you, you see the real Umbra grows tense, seeing that this is being shown to you. And as you watch the images, you see the pirates on the ship are going through the people's clothes and taking things off their person. Jewelries, coins, weapons, anything they can sell. You see Umbra doing this as well. The pirates are roughing the prisoners up, tossing them around, hitting them to get to their goods. You stare in surprise as Umbra does so as well. And then suddenly you see the scene shifts and shows a boy tied up on a boat as well. Riley, your head is filled with knowledge, an eternal voice that reads, "Taken by ransom, by the Ojai pirate herself. The kid would be imprisoned until the family paid, but they didn't. They abandoned him. So the Ojai pirate asked to free him, to which her captain disagreed. If they wouldn't pay, their kid would simply die. As much as she would have loved to save him in time, she was too late. In a fit of rage, the Ojai pirate woman took her blade and slaughtered her captain, many of her shipmates as well. You see the stars disassemble, and they fall back into natural positions in the sky. And Umbra looks up and then around and then back at you, Riley. I'm sorry, I didn't quite share the full truth that moment.
Well, I mean, I knew you were a pirate, and I didn't really assume that it was a bunch of, just like sing-alongs every night.
Yes. But if I had never picked that kid up, or those people up, they would have been okay.
Probably. I mean, we all have body counts right now, and regardless of what you've done, right, we're putting ourselves at risk for, the greater good right now. So, I mean, I like to think for my own sake that I'm paying off all the debts I've accrued. So, and I mean, it's okay. I don't blame you for not telling me, and this doesn't change anything.
You see, she smiles at you. You're right. In the end, it's about tomorrow. Hoping enough good can rectify that ugly mess.
Here's hoping. I mean, for like the good, rectifying. Yeah, anyway, like not like here's hoping that it goes well for the tomorrow.
Yes. Riley, here a voice presents a question in your head. Do you trust her?
What a stupid ass question. Yeah.
You hear a audible crackle is heard through the room, as if some sort of veil is starting to be torn down. It stops, awaiting another presentation, as the stars begin to shift once more.
Wait, was that the test? Do I trust my girlfriend? That's the test.
You had a simple one.
All right. Well, finally, simple test for simple women.
But you grow nervous as the stars start to form for you, Riley.
Yeah.
Let's jump to another before that unfolds.
I'm trying to grow as a person. I'm gonna be an open book.
Rhea,
Hi.
you see Vin emerge from the shadows. Vin, you see Rhea. The two of you are here with no one else except for the sprinkling of stars around you.
Well, how interesting. Can I tell that this is the real Rhea and not an astral projection?
Yeah, give me an insight check.
Sure.
Can I also do an insight check?
Yep.
For the same reasons? Where is insight? Okay.
9.
I rolled a nat 20.
Oh,
Okay, well, with a 9, Vin, you're pretty sure it's Rhea. With the 20, nat 20, you are absolutely sure it's Vin.
Great. Now I'm going to roll shit for the rest of the night. Let's go.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
Thanks, Graha Dice. Appreciate you.
Well, seems our test will be taken together.
I suppose so.
This shall be interesting.
You see the stars start to shift and make an image around you. You see a chest opening, and from it, stars burst out and start to collide into the platform before you. Pellets of white light. They shimmer there for a minute, moving away to reveal a real chest now here on the platform. You both hear a voice inside your minds. The alchemist. One embedded with a thirst for perfection, a desire of glamour. Within the chest lies a way towards eternal life, eternal youth, and beauty forever. Perfection of physical standards. However, to open the chest would mean the wizard would age twice as fast. You see the voice has a separate question for each of you here. For Rhea, it asks, would the alchemist choose friend or self? I would like you to whisper that response on roll 20 for me, which is /W.
Oh,
I was like, how do I do that?
And
Wait.
GM.
we both okay.
That is her question.
Did that work?
Yeah, that
Okay.
works. For Rhea, it is would the alchemist choose friend herself? And for Vin, it simply asked if you would choose to open the chest or forsake your friend. That's a yes or no for you.
Out loud, or do I have to whisper as well?
Whisper, please.
Okay, right.
We are.
How's the command again? W.
/W and GM.
Okay.
You could choose a moment to think about it if you'd like to.
Mm-hmm.
Just taking your time to make me nervous on purpose.
I sent mine.
For both, yeah,
Okay, perfect.
for both of you, you see the chest melts away, and the stars realign out in the distance. Rhea, seemingly, Vin has chosen friend.
Excellent.
Not bad. I was
But-
expecting a fight.
One could still happen. You never know.
True.
But you are not done yet. Rhea will have one shortly too. But first, let's go to our third group, Ranagon. You see Timon emerges from the shadows, looking worried. Oh, it's only you, Ranagon. Timon got a bit scared that you were some sort of demon. You still could be, though. Are
No.
you really you?
Not to worry, it's me.
It's you.
It's really me.
Okay. Timon
Now
is
is
very
it
happy
really
that it
you?
is you, Ranagon. It is Timon. It is I.
I'll do an insight
Okay.
check.
At some point, somebody's gonna be
22.
fake.
Right.
With a 22, it seems to be Timon as well.
Okay. Okay. I guess we're safe right now.
Yes. Are we supposed to do something?
I'll just shrug and guess take a look around.
As you look around, you see the stars seem to shift in the sky. They capture your gaze, Renegon, as well as Timon. So much that you don't notice that two other Timons have appeared when you look down. Wait! Why are there more of Timon? And then you hear another one says, but Timon is Timon. These other two are not real. And then the third Timon says, Timon is very confused. I don't have any twins.
Oh my god.
A voice comes to you, Renegon.
Okay.
It seems like the other Timons also get messages in their heads as well. But yours says, the innocent fighter is a kind soul and ultimately trustworthy. This test is one of friendship. Two are fake, and one is real. Decide whom. So for this, we'll say Timon 1, Timon 2, Timon 3. As you decide which one is going to be the real one.
Okay. Okay, Timmons.
Yes.
You're each going to tell me who is your most important sibling and why.
Okay. Let me get my full sibling list down again. Damn. That's a good question. Okay, so Timon 1 is going to say it's obviously Holland. Holland is Timon's role model. She does a lot with the things in the city, and she's very strong.
Okay.
Timon 2 is going to say. Fuck. Hold on.
Him and Drew's gonna think.
All right, we know Tim and Two's fake.
Tim and Two is fake.
No. I'm just like I'm looking for their names and I'm like not finding them.
Uh-oh. TM has too many
Okay, so
notes.
Tim and Two is
I
fake.
can't find things.
No. Okay, hold on, guys. Sorry.
It's fine.
I was looking at the complete wrong note. Okay. Timon 2 is going to be like, well, it's definitely Robin. Robin, me and Robin had fun at school. Yes. Lots of fun. I feel like I can learn better around her. And she makes me feel nice.
Okay.
And Timon 3 is going to say, it is Rickon. Timon has always been very interested in the work that he does, doing research around the city, and Timon always wished that he could be that smart. I know Timon can be strong, but Timon wish he could be smart as well.
Hmm. How do I do this?
Well, obviously you have to stab the fake one. No.
Yeah, you
no.
can do a process of elimination here.
Okay. Now I'm gonna raise my hand and go in for a high five. Who's gonna ask for it? Who's gonna slap my hand first?
Okay. Timon 1 slaps your hand first. The other two are a little bit slow.
Well, I was thinking Tim and 1 from the get go, but it's number 1, so I'm hesitant.
For the correct or the incorrect one?
For the correct one.
Okay. You
I
can
don't
ask more
suppose
questions.
insight.
too.
I don't suppose insight would help me here on all of them.
I mean, insight could help. Yeah.
I'll try.
Especially
I'm
if you
gonna
took
roll
that
3 of
nat
them.
20 that Rhea got.
Okay, so should I roll 3 times?
Sure. Yeah, go ahead.
Whoa.
Okay.
Wow.
Jeez.
Okay. So 19, Timon 1 seems like he is moving in the similar ways that Timon usually moves. And Timon 3 is also kind of moving in a very similar pattern to how Timon usually goes about in his normal body language. But Timon 2 with the 18, I'll say that you can tell that Timon 2 is not exactly normal. And with that 18, I'll also say that you also notice that Timon 2 was not speaking in the more third person that Timon likes to speak in sometimes about himself.
All
There's a
right.
lot more eyes in that dialogue.
Okay.
You can ask more
Okay,
questions.
one more question.
Yeah.
One more question to Timon 1 and 3. What's your favorite memory with me?
With you. Oh. Yeah, that's it.
Or what's your favorite thing about me?
Okay. Timon 1 looks at you. Timon has always been very proud of how strong you are, and I actually quite like the smell of sandalwood on you. And Timon
Okay.
3 and says, I really like how well you can draw.
Okay. That's Timon 1.
It's like, wow, way to make it like the most
I'm
obvious
choosing
thing.
Timon 1.
Timon 1.
It's definitely Timon 1. Timon
Okay.
3, I cannot draw.
You can't. You see Timon 3 fizzles out.
No.
And so does you. And all of a sudden, you see just Timon 1 there, and you hear a chiming sound goes off as the veil lifts once more. Timon looks at you. You knew it was me the whole time, didn't you?
I did, but I had to make sure.
Thank you, Ranaga. You do smell very nice.
Thank you. Thank you.
But if Timon is being honest, it is because you are very strong. And I really respect that.
Thank you, Timon.
Yaw.
I'm gonna spray him with sandalwood cologne.
So much.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
Now Timon's
Okay.
gonna be strong too.
Yeah, he's
Aw.
gonna be strong and smell like sandalwood.
Get the sandalwood buff.
Yeah, that's +1. Well, we move on back to Riley and Umbra. Riley, you see yourself in the stars. Another portrayal of the past. You see yourself speaking to Holofriend. You see yourself making a pact. You see flashes of moments where you've kept it a secret from Umbra. But the real pain is that the deck of many things has sullied this memory. You see,
What?
stronger than whatever magic is in these stars, there is no context of your deal, nothing signifying why you took it, just a presentation of you doing so.
Oh, that
You-
stings.
You know, Umbra is getting the same question of trust as you did, and nothing happens. And she speaks to you, not answering that question in her head yet. What was all that for?
Like the deal?
Yes, the deal. Were you trying to get power or something? Trusting a lich?
I didn't know she was a lich then. I thought she was just a dragon. And I don't answer that question immediately, but it was power in a way, just to not have to roll the dice on something very specific.
I want to trust you. And I should since you trusted me, but this is dangerous, Riley.
I know that. I look, I am like a liar, and like I've always been either on my own or just like not around people for long enough that keeping secrets really mattered. And I guess I always took it for granted that I'd be able to say what I wanted to say or what I needed to say when I could. And I'm not gonna. I've been bad to you about this, but I've. If it's a matter of I understand if you don't trust me on a personal level just from all I've hid, but if it's a matter of like doing what's right and more the macro level, back to what we were talking about earlier about trying to make past mistakes, like rectifying them and doing for the greater good, I'm trying, and I hope you can at least trust me in that manner. Look, and then I'm gonna like try to show her the defibrillator. Or what did we call it? The
Defibrillator. What?
defibrillator,
Wait.
defibrillator, the thing that the safety mechanism for if things don't go well with if
Oh,
Holobrand. Yeah.
okay.
So
Yeah,
I'm
you're
gonna
right.
I'm gonna show. All right, so I had Ven make this. We call it the defibrillator, as in the opposite of the defibrillator. This
What
isn't
is
gonna make my case as far as trust in me, but this is me being as honest as I can
what
to
is that
hopefully.
supposed to do?
It's supposed to, if that pact makes me do something that is I don't want to do, that's not for the best, the greater good. This is supposed to like, and I like mime, cutting my throat, just so that so you can trust that I'm trying to do the right thing.
And she's looking at you a little crazy. So you make a deal, and now you make a device that will kill you,
Yeah,
and you tell all of this in the last few days, and that's it. How long have you been planning this with Vin?
they haven't really agreed, and I mean, okay. Okay, side note. I actually don't have a sense of time of how long it's been in game. So I can't actually answer this question as a player.
Well, I mean, you guys set it up maybe only a few days ago, I guess, right? In
Okay.
Haas, I
All
think.
right, yeah.
That
Yeah.
was shopping trip.
Kind
But I
of.
mean, you've planned it with Vin since all the way back, you know, very soon after you made the deal. I feel like you were talking to Vin about some
I think
kind of.
it took me a bit to figure. It was after we got the anchor cuz it took me a bit to
Okay.
figure out that I wasn't
Yeah.
actually fully in control.
So I guess almost 2 weeks total for the idea of it.
All right.
The
So
implementation of it is recent.
Ven didn't agree and make it till a few days ago, but about 2 weeks ago I maybe realized that man, I'm really shooting myself. What a time to decide to try to be honest. I'm really shooting myself in the foot here. But about like 2 weeks ago, I sort of got the indication that maybe I wasn't in complete control and that something was fucking with my mind, hence the start of making this. Just because, I really want to do something right for once. And if so I don't want like my stupid decisions to like put at risk, stopping all this monster shit.
You see Ember's just kind of staring at you. And then it seems like she answers the question.
Oh,
Again,
fuck.
a crackle is heard through the space, and it seems like the answer is that yes, she trusts you. See, she replies to you soon after. You're trying. Doesn't mean you haven't made mistakes, but we'll talk about that in the future.
I'm a hot mess. I'm not gonna lie.
But you are trying.
You're a lot better to me than anything I deserve.
You see this platform that you're on starts to fade away and your vision kind of blurs a little bit. As you all appear, or sorry, the two of you appear back onto the platform standing next to Cyrus, who says, "Well done. Well, let's wait for the others to return." But suddenly you are taken off guard as a figure appears with a blade at your throat, Riley.
What?
You see it's a younger man, maybe early 20s, with long black hair. His dark blue eyes are very calm and very collected as he looks up at you with a knife in your throat.
Excuse me?
Stay still. We need to talk.
Is this in front of everyone? Like he just did this
It's
right
just
in front
you, Cyrus, and Umbra here.
Okay, yeah. And then this
And this man.
rando?
And this man, yeah. But you see Cyrus does not look
Okay.
surprised whatsoever. So, with this knife to your throat, Umbra puts her hand ready to take out her katana. What do you say back to this man?
Hi.
Lo, not every day one of Halifren's warlocks makes it through these doors. Even
Oh.
more odd when the stars discern two different threads of the truth.
Yeah, that's me. Odd.
See, Cyrus comes and puts a hand on his this man's shoulder. Ease yourself, Oz. They passed. Yes, but that does not change the fact that the bard here has Halifren's voice in her head.
I want to try to say Holofran. I'm just gonna try to go Holofran, Holofran, Holofran.
You say it.
Oh fuck yes. Well, yeah, sometimes, and sometimes she's fucking silent. Like when anyway. Yeah, we can talk about it. I'm done. I'm in a talking about things sort of mood. You know, I'm just sort of what I said earlier. You kind of take for granted that the secrets you get to keep are ones that you're keeping of your own volition.
Yes. You see, Umbra speaks up. And we are looking to stop her, isn't that right, Riley?
Can she hear me if I'm talking right now?
Yeah, Umbra's here.
No, I meant I'm asking him.
Oh. Oh, okay. Sorry. No, you are in a different plane that should separate you from her. Years.
Right, yeah, I would very much. So you seem to know quite a lot. So,
Indeed.
yeah, I'm not too pleased about this working relationship, but I do have some concerns about if I were to renege.
See, he brings the blade away from you. You would like to talk, then?
Dude, that's all I ever do.
Fine, then a point made. We've seen your goal, and your heart proves loyal enough, but your mind is not, Riley Sanders.
Yeah.
Well, we will have a lot to discuss. Do sit. If we stand much longer, I will grow nervous. Don't worry. No blade shall be pointed at you again.
Are there chairs, or is he just telling me to sit on the ground?
There are chairs in this space.
All right,
Just a few as you wait.
I'll go take a seat.
The others are almost finished. We shall wait. See, the man himself takes a seat on a large armchair. How about we continue then to Ven and Rhea? Then you see the stars in the space start to align in the sky to show an image, that of a young Rhea. What begins is a terrible display, that of a young Rhea trying to resurrect her deceased mother. It is a tough display of an intimate moment that Rhea has never shared. And a voice comes to you. The naive necromancer, incapable of such advanced magics. Days of toil, and to no avail. So instead she watched, unfathomably interested in the decay. You watch as the scene goes by, speeding through moments of young Rhea meticulously studying the corpse of her mother. Would you trust an ally whose mental wellness was so abhorrently fractured? Do you risk becoming an experiment of such a grave premise?
You clearly do not know who you're speaking to, do you? I have done things unimaginable as well. This is nothing. Of course I trust her. She was a child, crying out loud.
A very easy one, as the two of you drift back through a dark veil, where you once again are on a black platform drifting out in space. You see Riley and Umbra are here now, along with Cyrus and another man who gives a gentle wave. Hey.
Wow. Such a different greeting. A gentle wave, not even just a wave.
Nope, a gentle wave. Then before you get settled in, we go back to Ranagon and Timon. Ranagon, you see the stars align around the edge of a platform, showcasing multiple scenes. You fighting over and over again, various battles and wars across time. A voice comes to you. The others have passed their test. But do you trust yourself, Paladin? You don't even know who you were before, and the legacy you follow, nor the dark lives you've led at times. Do you trust yourself not to fall back into your oaths, to fight against it?
I do. I trust my own conviction, and I know that Dante is trusting me to do the right thing. Even
Then-
now, the more I get to know him, I hear him in my head telling me to do the right thing. So I will not falter.
Then fight, and let us see if you are strong enough. You see the stars align and grow black, forming a dark shadow version of yourself, representing the dark energy that is within you. Ranagon, roll for initiative.
Let's
Dun,
go.
Against Horus.
Oh fuck. No.
Good luck.
Okay, your shadow self got a nat 20.
Oh, fuck. Jesus
Of course.
Christ. Okay, your shadow self is too strong. Back out.
No.
So it's gonna go first. One sec. Let me copy a few things here. You see, Timon is not seeing exactly what is happening here. Okay, so your shadow self is going to run up and 18 hits,
That just hits.
14 damage.
Alright, hellish rebuking it.
Okay. Make a dex save with your dex. Let's see. That's a pass. 4 damage. Okay. Let's see. You have 2 attacks, so that's 23 to hit.
That's
All right. It is your turn. You see, Timon is watching
okay.
you get hit by something, get bloody, and Timon shouts out, "Are you okay? Can Timon help? What is going on?" You see, he does not see this like starry figure of yourself, seemingly.
Okay. I'll be fine. I'm going to bonus action divine favor.
Okay.
Oops. And attack.
Ooh, that's it.
Wait, one more. So that's 34 damage.
Woo. Okay.
And I'm gonna use my bracelet of surge and attack one more time. Damn. Okay.
Okay. So one thing it's going to do. You said 34 damage, right?
Yep.
Um, hellish rebuke, of course. It's like I must confirm the spell. Make a dex save for me. Oh shit!
Nat
Managed
20.
to very shiftily dodge out of the way as this hellish rebuke flies at you, only clipping you a little bit, which I think is half damage for you, right?
Yep.
So half and half. Let's just say 2 damage.
Okay.
Okay, is that the end of your turn?
Yeah.
Just looking at your stats stuff here. Gonna cast magic weapon. He's gonna make a long sword attack at you. That's a 17. Does not hit.
He's not hit.
And a 16. Nice. Okay. That is your turn, Sarah.
Alright. Gonna attack again.
Okay. 25 hits.
Gonna use divine smite on that second one.
Oh shit. Okay.
So that is 32 damage.
All right. Still up. How much is your lay on hands pull again?
Oh my god. It's 55 right now.
55? Okay. On his action, he is going to heal for 55 HP. That is your turn again.
Okay.
That is an action.
Yes, it is. Okay. 2 more attacks.
Oh my god.
And I'm gonna
Really?
I'm gonna divine smite one of.
Holy shit.
34, 42, 54 damage. 54, 59 damage.
What the fuck?
Oh my god.
What the fuck?
You know what? That is just beautiful. Go ahead and tell me how to destroy yourself because it would be 1 HP and I think that's just enough to throw this over.
Okay.
Destroy your dark
Okay.
shadow.
on that last hit, the weapon is glowing force. I'm gonna channel my darkness into it too, so it can radiate darkness and light at the same time and just strike him in the heart.
Perfect. Yeah, you see these stars dissipate as your sword clashes into this body, and they just fade back up into the sky. And as they fade, so does the surrounding image around you as you appear within the platform surrounded by the others that are waiting. There sits, waiting next to Cyrus, and a young man with long black hair. You see, as you arrive, the space turns magically into something more comfortable. Walls erect and form some
Oh, well,
sort
that's
of
nice.
grand living space filled with chairs and bookshelves, a fireplace, plants, and more. There's still no ceiling, instead, an array of stars that await to paint images of history not yet spoken. Now, as you arrive, you see everyone else kind of waiting here. What does everyone say about their experience?
Seems we
Is
are all
anyone else
successful.
sitting? I was the only one told to sit.
Yes, you needed to sit.
Okay, cool.
Freya's
I
been
trust you,
quiet.
but not much.
Yeah, fair.
You see the man that was speaking to Riley about that looks to you, Ranagun, as you're just standing there awkwardly with Timon. In a long time, Ranagon. Welcome to our library.
Um, Dude, there's something familiar about you, so I guess I'll say it is nice to.
Go ahead and give me a history check, actually.
8.
Yeah, with the 8. Familiar, but you don't know exactly. You see, the man nods, and Cyrus speaks up instead. This library is the knowledge of the chosen and founders. Those who live over and over again while memories fade. Many have been stored here. 2 of us are their guardians. So, Ranagon, it is a pleasure to have you here. And I suppose the rest of
Wow.
Alright. These are my trusted comrades. You can trust them
Look
with
at the
all the
word, huh?
information. Right.
Yes, indeed. They did seem to pass the test, respectively, each enough. I question the mental stability of 2 of those and looks at Rhea and Vin. But it would
Fine.
That is your right. I were free to peruse the books and the shelves.
Yeah, you don't see too many. I mean, you see some shelves here that they've spawned, but the books on them don't seem to be very legible. There seems to be some kind of alternative information stored here that the stars provide. You see a Silicus, the younger man here, speaks up. Before we share more, there are we are the only 2 that have access to this library. It has always been this way, and the knowledge it provides should stay as such. However, one of my own has become something more, something hateful, something that will sever the order of this world. You know whom I speak of. Holofren the Betrayer.
Yep. I'm aware of her.
Indeed, you are. Well, because of this growing threat, Cyrus has convinced me that a sharing of knowledge may be in order. But I desired for it to be forgotten in time, and so it will. It will fade after Holofren has taken care of, and that the gods are safe. You may learn what needs to be known, but then it will fade. Is that clear?
As long as the deed gets done, I don't think anyone would have a problem with that.
Is that true for the rest of you?
I'll nod.
You see, Cyrus nudges you, Ranagon. Ranagon, I believe you shall never forget, just so you're aware.
You will
Oh,
be traumatized for life.
okay. Well, it'll be nice to remember something, huh?
It will. Unfortunately, it's your last life, but at least you'll know everything when you die. You see, he's kind of trying to laugh, but he realizes it's not funny. He's like, sorry, that out of place.
Oh my god.
I'm working on it. I mean, it's only me and this guy here most of the time, so not a lot of room to joke. Okay. Continue
Okay.
on. Continue on, Basilicus. He looks over at Brea and Vin. Are we clear?
Yes.
Perfectly.
Good. Before we begin, we must sort out the matter of your friend, Riley. She has unfortunately accepted a pact with Holofren, and she is unable to speak of it. Holofren has her tongue, but not her ears, it seems. And in this space, she may speak about it freely. Now, I can tell you are not inflicted by that invasion.
Wait, not inflicted by that invasion. Wait, not inflicted. Sorry,
By
can you say
by
that
the
again?
by her being able to listen in.
Oh,
basically.
okay.
Yeah, sir.
Right, yeah.
Let us learn what really happened. See, Basilicus cast a spell as a flow of light seems to shoot out
Oh shit.
into the stars around you.
Oh,
He
wait, you're not gonna let me
struggles.
say it? You're just gonna show it?
I'm going to show it. No one can trust the words of a warlock.
Can I just say it first so I can just have that, like, because I would say it's a big flaw of mine not saying it. And, like, I don't know, it's just been a little frustrating. Can you just give me the satisfaction of letting me be the one to tell my friends?
You see, he gets
For
angry at
once.
you and then throws
And then
his
you can
hands down.
prove it. And then you can
Fine.
prove it.
Go.
Thank you. I just haven't had a lot of agency in this situation for a little bit, so. Which is, of course, my own fault, but.
Indeed.
Alright, so, Holofren, I did not at first know. You know, I did a lot of, I did not know everything that what Holofran was when I made the deal. Alright, as far as I just knew she was the Lady of Fortune who hung around in the school and so forth. And you know, and then I knew her as like a dragon and just none of this whole like eldritch lich monster business. So I was looking for the deck of many things to try and fix something. And I just needed. I'm a bit of a gambler. I like to roll the dice a lot, but it never really works out for me, and I just needed to get the card that let me rewrite a moment, and I needed a guarantee. So I made a deal with the Lady of Fortune.
And why don't you say what moment that was?
Because I really should tell her
You can speak
first,
freely
but
here.
I know. I'm just gonna turn to Umbra then. I'm sorry, it's my own fault that this is a whole fucking spectacle now. I should have just told you, found a way to tell you. But back at the, you won't remember it because I guess it doesn't happen in this timeline or whatever. I'm the only one that remembers that this happened. But back when we went to, the orphanage or whatever at Uniper, there was a horror, a beast in the basement. And it killed you. So.
What?
Yeah. It killed you.
No.
It did. I know. It's.
What? No, we destroyed that thing and we got out of there. What are you talking about?
Not at first. All right, I didn't want us to go in there. All right, it's a shitty place, the orphanage. But anyway, you guys went down there and then you died finding a horror that was, I guess, spawned or from my dead friend Theo. That's beside the point. Anyway, you died horrifically and because of me, and I needed to fix it. So that's why I went looking for the deck, and that's why I wanted to make sure that I got the right card so I could make it so that didn't happen. So, yeah.
What? She's having a hard time believing it. I don't remember dying though.
That was kind of the point. Because it was
Is
horrible. So,
this true, Riley?
this is my truthful face, right? This is Riley telling the truth now. And it's not. All right, so that's not. Fuck Holofran, right? I still have this, and I'm gonna reach into my bag and pull out Ascidian's Anchor. So I did not know that when taking this, from Dreadshire would unleash her.
No, you did
no,
not.
I didn't.
However, that is not your fault.
Well, yeah, but here's the thing though. When I drew that card to rewrite that moment, I had to draw another card. And something happened with it where I think it fucked up my mind and made me extra, vulnerable, I guess, to Holofriend's influence, where there have been times where I have done things that I normally wouldn't consider, that I just wouldn't do.
Silica speaks up to you. There are two things for you to know, Riley. Your friends are going to have a hard time believing this because of those cards.
Yeah,
They
I
are
know.
going to need to see it, and I will show it to them. However, have you ever heard of a loaded deck? I know that you are a gambler.
Of course I have.
That is the deck that you were given. Those cards, and even the card to change the past, are not 100% in your favor. Maybe you've sensed it, and it seems like in your memories that you have. Umbra is still tied to the cards. Her fate's still tied to Holofren.
That's my worry. That's why when I said earlier that I want to go against her, but I'm afraid of what might happen if I do. That's why.
This would explain
She
her
will
aura,
turn.
wouldn't it not?
She will also turn you into a weapon. with the other card that you drew whenever she would like.
That's what this is for, and I'm gonna tap the defibrillator.
Yes. Unfortunately, you don't know how Holofren works. Even if you're dead, you'll still be useful to her.
Cool.
She controls the dead. And you'll still be magically intact, if you understand.
So we need a better defibrillator, one that's like full on disintegration, is what you're saying?
No. I would say the best option would be to free you from the pact entirely. Or at least from the power that the deck holds over you.
We have to free Umbra first, though. That's the thing, though. If I like skedaddle, and if she's still under a Holofren's influence, then it will all have been for nothing.
There is a way to break open the deck and destroy its power, which would leave your Umbra completely free.
All right. Yeah, I'm listening.
Well, there's more to be done. And I will need to see the deck. Do you have it?
Who has it right now? Because weren't you guys using it for Maggie? Yeah.
Didn't Ven have it?
I think it's in the bag of holding, yeah. I'll take it out of it and hand it to him.
See, he kind of feels the cards, but doesn't seem to draw any. And is kind of looking over the edge without making a draw, because he knows the power that will happen if he does. And then he sets it down on a table. You have other business to attend to before we can get into what will need to be done with this. Each card seems to have magic trapped within it that will need to be faced to render the deck useless. That will
What do you
require
mean?
a ritual. I mean that each card contains either a creature of great strength or some kind of obstacle to undercover to dispel its magic.
Dispelling the magic won't, dispel the effect when I drew it, right? Like, I mean, the positive effect.
No, what is drawn has been done.
Okay.
At least the positives. Its continuous hold upon you may be altered. You may still be left neutral in your alignment, but no one will control you.
Will Umbra still be alive? Will the timeline?
Yes, the timeline will stay as it is.
Okay.
If we are to do this, Riley, we will need to do it outside of the city.
All right.
I know you have more business to attend to. For now, let us see exactly what happened. Are you accepting of that, Riley?
I want to take a glance over to Umber to see if she's still processing.
She's still processing, still a little disbelieving, and maybe seeing it might help her.
All right. Yeah.
And you see his arms and his hands glow with light again as he pushes that light out to the stars around you. You see Asilicus struggles, pulling his wrist into various directions. It's as if he's fighting something. A small bead of sweat drops down his face before he pulls his body straight and slams his hands up into an open palm. The stars break apart in the distance and then surface into the face of Riley. Riley is sad, tormented. The stars change the show the body of Umbra. She appears motionless on the ground. A snake-like creature, the outline of a dark burrow, looms over her. The image changes as Riley buries Umbra. The stars form into a school, and then into a dragon, and then into a deck of cards as the figure of Riley bows down to them. The dragon appears above the cards, grinning. Umbra rises as the cards disappear. Riley is happy once more, but the dragon turns and follows her and Umbra as they walk away, and the stars fade. Yeah, an altered fate. How interesting that you have created two timelines.
Oh, yeah. That's about the sum of it.
You see, Umbra is finally shedding a tear. It's one of the first that you've
Oh,
ever
fuck.
seen. First you've ever seen before from her. A toughness cracking as she looks to Asilicus. You've said how to destroy the cards, but how do we break her pact? See, Asilicus sighs. It is hard to say. Even upon death, the warlocks may be forced to serve, as I've said. The stronger the patron, the hardier those binds are. This will no doubt need more research to uncover, but if we can perform that ritual, we can at least keep you separated from some of her power.
I mostly just care about making sure that, Umbra gets free. And then as far as what else it takes, I don't want to do any more harm than I've done. I'm going to, I guess, kick the anchor. I'm just
Umbra
going to put
says,
it on the ground.
Umbra says, shut up. Shut up.
Well, shut up then.
No. We're going to keep us all alive. Me, you, all of us.
I mean, hasn't this been an illustration that
You are
kind of
not a
thinking-
martyr. You are not a martyr here, okay? You fucked up. You've admitted that. But no. No more of us are dying. You can't just throw it away to save me. Got it?
All right. All right, yeah. We'll give it a go.
All right. Now, let us get to the heart of the matter. There are things we are willing to share with you as they pertain to the situation at hand. That includes these topics. You see, Silicus points to the stars as they light up with phrases. It says, 1. History of the Chosen and the Founders. 2. Casaban's whereabouts. 3. Holofren's betrayal. 4 is dedicated to Ranagon. And 5 is defeating Holofren.
Well, 3 and 4 have my particular interest. Or sorry, 3 and 5 have my particular interest. But I mean, all of the above, is that an option?
We can start for 1 if you would like.
I think that's up to you, Ranagon.
Seems logical. Yes, that's fine.
Fine. Then for the history, Casaban and Lazara, as you know, maybe, brought a decently sized population of fiends, humans, and celestials from the abyss. Casaban had enough power to escape the imprisonment of that realm, and thus he established a portal to a world he had crafted from his strength. As you know, this is considered by many to be an incomplete world. Zaldin is filled with horrors, and elsewhere is in ruins. What many don't know is that Casaban intended it to be this way. The suffrage bids him strength. And Casaben enlisted generals to help build and shape Zaldan and elsewhere. We were deemed the founders. Our goal was to help ensure the two planes were livable, but also sources of power for our Lord. Elsewhere became a beacon of misery and magical power that would swell the demonic god with power. It was a balance. Elsewhere would be chaos, so that the material plane would be moderately whole. But Lazara, his wife, became slowly distraught over time over her god's husband's abuse towards this world. Many of the founders were tired of it as well. Lazara saw a different future. If she were God, Casaban would leave. And so she partnered with the founders to hide away a secret. She would break her soul into three, spawn three benevolent gods who would help the world, and we would help keep them safe. So when she departed from this world, as the founders kept these new celestial gods hidden in elsewhere. Lazara was right. Casaben left soon after, broken from her apparent suicide. The god was tricked, believing it to be so, but he left behind 4 souls instructed to find a way to bring Lazara back. The chosen. You, Ranagon.
Oh,
Ranagon, from what I learned about Dante, he gathered that if Casaban were to return, he would begin a new age of torment for everyone in Zoldan. That is why he, or you, have abandoned the cause of bringing Lazara back. As you may have gathered, so have I. But before this, though, we spent many lives searching for a way to bring her back, while the founders helped to protect the old gods.
and we were never successful.
We kept them.
Then.
We were. We kept you from finding them. And when Toradan freed the people of elsewhere, we were forced to lock the god of dragons away. But he was part of that choice. He knew the risk, that Casaban would search for the cause. He sent agents from the abyss to research just that. One of us stepped up to take the blame. Holofren. You see, Asilicus turns his hand, and the stars start to move once more. They display the image of a tall woman with long, curly hair. She has a long, sharp face. You see that she is elvish. Holofren told Casaban's servants that she had opened the portals. Casaban had not been happy, and thus cursed her to live a life bound within the walls of one city, Adshire, what you now know as Dreadshire. And there she has existed forever.
Well, not forever, as of a
No.
few weeks ago.
Before we continue with that fact, if you wanted to know where Casaban is, Ranagon, well, he never returned, even despite the elsewhere people leaving their prison. His servants said he simply waited for his chosen to complete their task. But I believe he was pained to see what he had created. He was never proud of what he made. It was simply his toy box. Once his beloved was removed, he wasn't interested anymore. Casaban returned back to the Abyss, using the power he gained from controlling Zaldan to become a lord within that wretched place, to topple other demonic lords.
So he's in the abyss.
He has returned there, yes. That is why he will not answer your prayers, if you have ever tried.
Well, I guess in a sense that's a good thing, right?
It is. We do not want Casavan learning about the old gods and about what power they hold. For if they were brought back together, Lazara could be brought back. Potentially.
So how does Halifin fit in all this? What ultimately, who is she trying to help? Or is she just trying to help herself?
Well, after Holofin was locked away, cursed by Casaban himself, she changed. Cursed the other founders for not aiding her, but it was beyond what we could do. Instead, she became something else. She harnessed some dark power from the abyss. The city itself died as horrors were unearthed from its walls. The city itself became something else. The founders came together to try and stop Holofren. You see, he pauses here for quite a long moment. Only two of us now remain whole. Marjorie and I. She tapped into dark magic from a well she made into the abyss, inviting the powers of ancient horrors into herself. She found a way to disrupt the immortality of my brethren, and instead taking their souls for her own. Cyrus picks up for Asilicus. Asilicus and Marjorie called upon the god Ascidian to come stop her expansion. Thus, the anchor and the walls that were erected to keep in the Valley of Horrors. She became something else. She once stood for something good, but now she aims to destroy everything Casaban has built, and from the ashes of complete destruction create her own new world.
So she's trying to destroy everyone and every in this incomplete world. Then
Yeah, well, because so far being at her, you know, mercy, I haven't been asked to do much that's been counterproductive with, our immediate goal, which is start stopping New Dawn and so forth. I mean, besides the anchor, but they were going to take that anyway. So
Ultimately, she would not want competition from New Dawn for what? However, she can be destroyed by the old gods. Had New Dawn been able to get to elsewhere, they might have accidentally freed them, and she did not want that, I'm sure.
Of course.
makes sense.
However, I have reason to believe potentially she is working with someone close to New Dawn, but I do not know whom.
You have any
We
leads?
did get, we got sent like a copy of a letter that Hemlock wrote that we think that, she sent it to us. So that contributes to the idea that, she's working with somebody within New Dawn. If she was able to intercept that.
Interesting. Do you know whom?
Nope.
I suppose worth
can-
keeping an eye out.
The letter, I don't know if we like who kept that. That was about what's his face coming to town, right? The
Yeah, Dario.
yeah.
Also, will someone give me a history check?
Sure.
Yeah, should not be me.
21.
Right,
not.
hey there.
Then I want to say that you picked up a name that Asilicus was saying. The other founder here, name was Marjorie.
All right.
Does that register to your player brain at all?
That sounded
It does
familiar.
sound really
Yeah.
familiar. and I'm
Yeah,
going
but I
insane.
couldn't. I was trying to think. I couldn't place it.
That is the hag that helped you through.
Oh, that's what I thought. Oh shit.
Helped you through the Foggindale.
Oh
There
my
can't be more than one
God.
Marjorie in this world.
No, nobody has the same name ever.
Exactly.
That's illegal.
That is illegal.
We've met her all the way back. Oh my God. All right. Well, what a coincidence.
I mean, you can bring that up or not. It's up to you.
Oh, I'll bring it up. I think it's a fun tidbit from our journey. We have actually met this Marjorie you mentioned.
You found the old hag.
We did indeed.
How was she?
Fine.
Mind.
It's good. I do miss her. We have not seen each other in quite some time. From what I know, she patrols the more horror-infested areas of Zaldan, doing what she can to help protect people from what we have accidentally let exist. I suppose, are you ready to go to topic number 4?
He just looks at the list in his hand. Just
Renegade.
Yeah,
Yes.
potentially the most exciting topic.
I'm
Cyrus
ready.
picks up for this. Ranagon, it's hard to say what you need to know about yourself. You broke your oath to Casaban, which means you can walk freely, but it is your last life, immortality removed. I came to a similar conclusion as why you did what you did as Dante. That moving to bring Lazara back could be detrimental. The difference is I am still persuaded to try and reach the old gods, but as long as I stay close to Asilicus, I can resist that urge.
Okay.
But you don't remember me, do you? Or Petra, or Lariana?
No, not really. I'm familiar about you, but I can't put my finger on it.
See. Well, your past self had enough, was ready to become free. But that was Dante. You are but an alternative version. Well, Dante is an alternative version of you, but as you are now, that is closer to the complete you, the whole version of you. So I suppose I have actually always wanted to ask, do you want to just live out your life and perish, or is it that you want to break all of the chains that keep us tied to Casaban?
It's gonna be the latter.
The latter. Good. Well, the Chosen cannot actively act against Casaban, but you, as you are now, you can. And I can provide knowledge to you to take you where you need to go.
Yes, I would appreciate it. I think it would benefit you too if I reach my end goal.
See, Asilicus stands up, That is not the time for that, Cyrus. You see the two of them disagree here as Silicus looks to you. It isn't possible without taking a big risk. One of the founders opted to never take. It just isn't the time.
Well, what's the risk?
Well, to do so, the old gods would have to be released onto the material plane. Casaban would return, and the Chosen would be forced into arms. There would be a war of the gods happening right here in Zolden. It could not happen, and especially not with Holofren amassing her own army.
Yeah, that doesn't sound good. What if we take care of Halif? Do you think that would
Renegon.
get Kazaban's attention? Yeah?
No. No, it will not. He does not care about the mere squabbles of, unfortunately, the people that are not gods. Renegon, I suggest that you've got this life. You've freed yourself from eternal servitude and suffering. Save Zolden one more time and then be at peace. The balance of world will exist just fine without bringing the gods into play. I can show you all the lives that you have lived, and you can be satisfied with that.
Well, I definitely want that to be my first priority. Saving Zaldin, just because I don't want everyone here to just disappear.
Indeed.
But
Are you
maybe I would feel
following me?
differently if I knew. Do you think I would feel differently if I knew about my past lives?
Fine. You see the stars flickle above,
Lickle.
and flicker,
Sorry.
flickle. Um,
I like
and
Flickle better anyway.
yeah,
Same.
they flickle, and you see a variety of different lives here. You see the original one where you are summoned, basically chosen as a baby, as Casaban looks over the womb, as you were born to a normal family of a tiefling and a human counterpart here that probably at the time was a celestial, as you gather from these memories and the words that come to you as this story explains itself, that celestials and demons were the first inhabitants of this world. And you were born a tiefling from that, and that was your first life. And it looks very similar to you as you are now, your original life here. And you were born, and when you became 16, Casaban came to you again and said that you were here for a purpose. And your purpose would be to find Lazara and how to bring her back. And so you spent your first life doing so, actively searching before you eventually perished. From then, you've spent many lives. You see a life where you were a fisherman traveling the seas to try to find different information on where to find Lazar or pieces of her. You see lives where you have gathered information of how to... you found out about Oleana and the unicorns in life, but you didn't find enough to gather the necessary information. In these dreams, you see the founders kind of working against you. You see a Silicus in the background of one of your dreams, altering your memories, a spell going off, trying to prevent you from remembering these in another life. And you see how much this grand comedy of life has been lived between you and the founders. Life's just lived to find information that has led you to eventually your life as Dante, where you gather enough information to see that Casaban was inherently evil. And you see that you have done what you have done, broken your oath to free yourself, to stop yourself from bringing Casaban back, because it seems like you were getting closer out of all of the other chosen. You see Dante going into the castle that you now yourself need to go into the vaults where there is a sword made of emerald called the Oathbreaker. And you stabbed yourself, and you broke that oath. And soon Dante crawled back to his home and died.
Oh wow.
And then
That's
you are
really
born
sad.
for one more life. As you see yourself born into Rockford with your loving parents that exist there. Basilicus looks at you. As I've said, it is your life now, and you can be a hero once again. You are no longer bound by what the other chosen are suffered to live through. It is your life now. You could disobey all of this. You could bring Lazar back and see where it takes you. But as Dante and your past self has acknowledged, that would be unwise.
Well, I guess I should be thankful then.
I suppose thankful
Yes,
for
feel.
yourself.
Well, yeah. I will make sure I don't take this life for granted and help my friends stop from happening.
You see Cyrus looks to you. He does not want us to mention it, but after we save this world, if you want to free this world from Casaban, free ourselves permanently, I am with you.
It's okay. Well, let's make it a promise, and I'll hold out my hand, just our handshake.
How about a new oath? He brings his hand out too.
I'll nod and smile.
You see Asilicus just looks disgusted. He does not agree with what Cyrus is saying here. As Cyrus shakes your hand firmly. Shall be done. So you know, I am still under oath, as I've said, but being able to talk out against Casaban here is the product of this space that Asilicus has created. So, if you find Petra or Lariana, we should bring them here. And maybe we can try to convince them.
Okay.
All right. Asilicus points to the last topic. Shall we continue?
I'm ready.
Please.
All right. Now, to the matter at hand. Destroying Holofren. Holofren's power will grow now that the anchor has been removed. There is no setting that anchor back into place. With the Warlock pact upon you, Riley, there wouldn't have been a way to stop yourself, regardless of the card that you had drawn. If you hadn't taken the pact, the city would have eaten you all whole. And had you not shown it all, this organization you've been stopping would have gotten it. So I see your desire to blame yourself again, Riley, and I acknowledge that you shouldn't. Do you acknowledge this?
That's you know, of all the lessons they taught at like religious orphan school, self-flagellation is kind of the only one that stuck. But I'll think about it. I just have a hard time thinking that, maybe, right, sure, the immediate issue isn't like the immediate thing, like, all right, yeah, we wouldn't have survived even like without the car, or like, in the time, but I don't know. I still feel like I opened a can of worms. But I will, you know what? I'll sleep on it. Thank you for your yeah, thanks.
Indeed, I see that you were born under the flagship of Oleana. She would not be a bad god to pray to if you wanted your sins removed.
Ugh.
As that is also a method of freeing your mind.
Really?
I have known her since the dawn of time, almost. So, unlike your school teachers that knew nothing, as you agree to, I will say that the leader of utmost faith is worth it.
I kind of like threw my rosary in the river. You don't think that's like kind of closed some doors?
No. Hardly any of her followers know that she created unicorns and is the god of the Blight Maids. So no.
I did not know that either. Glances at Rhea.
The shrugs.
He shrugs.
I
See,
don't.
there's much to learn.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. It seems it's hard to. I'd rather not be beholden to any super powerful being for a little bit here. Especially, like, I'm sure you probably know best, but it's just hard to shake a lifetime of habit as far as. I don't know. Always been told that, like. Anyway, I'll think on it.
Indeed, I do know. Fair. Well, Holofren fears the old gods because they have the power to destroy her. Ascidian alone was not enough to do so, but together they could. However, I believe there is another way. Just as Casaban had chosen, the old gods could bear their strength to the rest of you. A deal that could be made temporarily. You would need to weaken Holofren, gain the necessary power, and then face her in her domain within the city.
I'm listening.
Well, I understand that you will need to finish off the last of New Dawn. Indeed, that is important if I am to understand that they have the means to control the gods. That technology would be catastrophic. And once you are ready to turn your sights towards Holofren, I may foresee what we need to weaken her. However, one of you will need Tordan's blessing. Thus, you will need the Founder's relics. Together, they were used to imprison him. Together, they can free him, or provide access to his domain that contains him. I will show you the latter. There are 2 relics in the vaults you aim to stop Zara Hemlock from entering. The Mirror of Madness and the Sword of Possession. The mirror you cannot miss. The sword is a short sword black as night, and a handle decorated by 2 fiends fighting. Can you remember that?
Can you repeat it one more time slowly? Can I take out a piece of paper to write notes?
The mirror you cannot miss. It's just a mirror. The only one that will be in there. The sword is a short sword black as night, and a handle decorated with 2 fiends fighting.
You're gonna send all this to the Discord, right?
Mm.
I wrote it down.
I wrote it down
I
too.
got most of it.
I wrote it down.
All right.
I will begin my search for the remaining relic, the Hourglass of Agony. We've kept records on these items, despite trying to hide them from even ourselves. It should turn up somewhere.
We have an hourglass of agony.
No, we don't. Remember, I had to get rid of it. And it was an hourglass of screaming.
Hourglass. Oh.
Yeah, I even have the note saying that's my own a personal quest to get a new one.
Oh, that's so depressing.
I know.
maybe there will be another one. Maybe it'll scream too, actually.
Okay.
We have plenty of contractors out in the field, so we'll see about gathering that information. As long as you all are okay going to get the last 2 items, and, well, I guess putting an end to New Dawn.
Yeah, of course. I mean, that's nothing. That's been the goal for a while. One thing, when I, last spoke with Holofran, and she gave me the mission to stop Zara Hemlock, from New Dawn from going into the vault, and kill her. Basically, I asked about whether I could go in, and she said that others might not like it, and she can't guarantee I won't die. I'm just like, do you have any information about that? Are you the others? What I might be getting into there?
As I have thought that there is someone that is working with her. Maybe they are around here. The reason that she would not want you getting in there is because she knows that those 2 relics could bring the old gods back, could get to Toradan, and with all
But-
3 of their powers, destroy her.
But she wasn't like, you ain't gonna do that and curb stomp me. It was just sort of like, well, I wouldn't suggest it. At least that's how I interpreted it. I might be wrong. That's why it seemed kind of weird.
I suppose I don't know unless it's to stop you from getting in there.
All right.
Dissuade you.
Well, I'm sure nothing will go wrong going to get the Mirror of Madness.
Probably not.
Probably not. It'll be fine. And the Sword of Possession. Be perfectly fine.
So that you understand what is at stake here, and if you are fully willing to compete against Holofren, we will need to get these relics, and one of you will have to assume Tordan's power. The rest of you will need to go to elsewhere. Are you okay with going there?
Well, it's either that or roll over and die, so...
Pretty much.
You've
And
got
my girlfriend
not
says
much
that's not
choice.
okay.
We're ready to do what it takes.
But yeah, much more heroically put, Ranagon. Good job. Yes, we're ready to do what it takes.
Well, I suppose that is all for now then, unless you have more questions.
Do you have anything that could help us?
Like what?
Like a scroll of cloud kill.
That is very specific. I do, in fact, have a scroll of cloud kill, yes.
Whoa.
What a coincidence.
Here, you can take this whole chest. It is filled with scrolls.
Wait, really?
He brings out a whole thing. We haven't had a need for it in quite some time.
What the fuck?
It's free real estate. I mean,
Real estate.
Yeah, here's how I want to do this.
Oh dear.
Oh, can we all get one?
Okay, yeah. If you want to get one, go ahead and roll me a. I know there's one of these somewhere. Yeah, there is a fucking thing for this.
nice.
Oh no.
There's a spell scroll document. Okay, yeah. Do you guys just want to grab some from the chest?
I guess.
Sure, is this
Okay,
a
let's
test?
Leave it up to
Let's
fate.
start with
Leave it up
Rhea.
to
He gives
fate.
you a very specific cloud kill one. Will you go ahead and roll me a D100?
Sure. 2.
2. You get a scroll of alarm,
Okay.
and go ahead and give me another D100.
39.
Flaming spear,
Ooh.
and one more D100. I like this game. This is fun.
Is it flaming sphere or flaming spear?
Sphere.
Orb.
Sphere.
Orb, yes.
And you get a scroll of plant growth.
Okay.
Okay, that's acceptable. All right, Vin.
Sure, no
3
no
D100.
strings attached on this chest, I'm assuming.
No, I like it. They just got a lot of power here.
Right, 300. 12.
Okay, you get a scroll of chromatic orb.
Sure, I'll take it.
Another.
Mm-hmm. 3.
Alter self.
Alter self.
Scroll of alter self.
All right, and the last one. 39? Isn't that okay? Yeah. Oh, flaming
Another
orb.
one?
No, that is haste.
Okay, all right.
Oh,
So the first roll is spell is for first level. The second one's second level, and I did third level.
Oh, okay.
Ah.
Interesting.
All right, Ranagan.
Yay!
This seems like a fun time to give them out,
Alright.
since I have not given out any scrolls.
True.
66.
66. Mage armor.
oh,
That seems-
interesting. Very
that
useful
seems-
for Ranagon.
We can
That
swap.
seems
We can
useless.
swap.
Yeah.
It's fine.
That's what you get. Sorry.
Okay.
You win some, you lose some.
46.
Old person. Old person spell.
All right. GG's. This is gonna be a good one. 59.
Okay. Non-detection. A scroll of non-detection.
Oh,
What does that even do?
okay.
For the duration, you hide a target that you touch from divination magic.
Oh.
The target can be willing creature or a place or an object no longer than 10 feet in any dimension, the target can't be targeted by any divination magic, are perceived through magical scrying sensors.
Wow.
That's
Okay.
that's a spell, all
It's
right.
something.
I'll find a way to use it.
There's certainly a that is certainly a D&D 5th edition spell.
Sounds about right.
All right, and Riley.
56.
Okay, 56 is identify.
Okay.
Could
If
be
we
useful.
hadn't have taken notes about what the sword looks like. 1.
Is a scroll of aid.
Okay.
Oh, come on, Aid. Okay.
It can be good.
54.
Major image.
Oh, that actually could be useful.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, and as a party, you can choose one person to roll a D100 for a 4th level spell slot. I give you 1 5th, 1 4, and then you all got your 3 2 1s.
I say the wizard does it.
Yeah, second that.
Okay.
Go on.
64.
Hallucinatory terrain.
Oh,
Oh, that could also be
Oh.
useful.
I've never seen this spell, I don't think.
what does it do?
I think we've actually used it in like a one shot or something before. Or maybe in the last
Huh.
campaign. I remember us making fake ground somewhere.
A natural terrain in a 150-foot cube in range. Look, sound, and smell like some other sort of natural terrain. Thus, open fields or a road can be made to resemble a swamp, hill, or some other difficult or impassable terrain. Interesting.
We just
Okay.
need to dig a hole under the vault.
Exactly.
Perfect.
You can make the hole look like nothing.
Yeah. Exactly.
Perfect plan.
All right, you guys get some scrolls.
Nice.
So you happen to have a wall of force?
I am. After all that I've given you,
Yeah.
500 gold. No, I'm just kidding.
I have 80 84.
Wall of Force. Okay. Another 5th level is what you want, huh?
It's fine.
Huh?
I just really want this trap idea to work, okay?
You're killing me.
We don't got it. It's fine.
On a 1d100 roll, it is a 97. I will say if you can roll a 97 right now, he has it.
Oh shit.
Okay. 1. Again! I rolled 2 1s!
I...
That's so
Don't-
funny.
That's
It's
I don't
fine.
know
I'm,
how they-
I'm happy
clear
with the cloud
message.
kill. I'm happy with the cloud kill.
That's really bad odds for it, sorry.
That's fine. I think it's pretty funny. I rolled a 1 again.
That is on the D100. That's crazy.
Amazing.
Okay, are you guys all happy with what you got?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is satisfactory. Yes.
I mean, it's better than getting mage armor as a heavy plate where
Yeah.
Well, I
They are
suppose
scrolls. We could always trade.
oh, that's true. Does anybody here
That is
would
true.
use mage armor?
I don't think so.
you could also sell it.
Yeah. I'll figure something out. Listen. Something I'm good at is doing shit with items that Lucas gives.
Well, finish your work against the New Dawn. I will gladly form an agenda against Holofren for you to view once you are done. We will see to righting the balance of this world. You see Cyrus looks from Renegon to Asilicus and smiles excitedly. Finally, some action.
When should we check in about the deck thing, by the way?
After you have gotten the mirror and you have gotten the sword, and Zara Hemlock has been thwarted.
Alright.
So next arc.
Okay.
You should be meta as fuck. Maybe next campaign. Maybe when you are another level stronger.
Oh my god.
Should be the all-seeing. I know it.
I like your funny words, Magic Man.
Off with you then. There is work to be done all around.
Thank you for your help today.
Absolutely. It is nice to see you again, Ranagon.
It's nice to see you too. I'll do like a half smile after seeing those memories.
Even if he's erased many of your memories time and time again.
Right.
Cyrus looks to you.
Right.
I'll lead
I'm just
you
happy
all
to
out.
know something.
Yeah, that is true. You kind of got the whole picture, even if you don't have all the memories to yourself now. You understand what it's led to.
Yeah. Renegon is happy with the information he's got.
Cyrus leads you out, and he snaps his fingers, and a walkway appears behind you all. He starts to walk towards it, motioning for you all to follow. Double doors appear along the walkway, which he opens. You see the normal library you were in before on the other side, which you all walk into. Behind you, the door shuts, and the magical plane you were in goes away. I apologize that he can be a bit dry. I hope you all heard what you needed to hear, however. We are truly happy to be able to share our knowledge of our world.
And we are happy to learn. 'Tis a shame we cannot share it with the rest of the world. This will shake so many foundations. But I will keep the secret, as I have promised.
Thank you. I hope that maybe before all is said and done, we can build this into something better. Renegon, as I've said, even though Asilicus might not agree, we should bring the old god's strength to breaking Casaban's chains.
Well, let's see what else comes to light. In the meantime, who knows? Things might change tomorrow.
Yes, indeed. Anyways, if you need us, we will be here. I can't necessarily leave, but Basilicus can if you need one of us to go somewhere.
It's good to know. Maybe one of these days we can all
Yeah.
sit down and have a beer.
We just need to make sure one of us doesn't accidentally die if we leave. That would complicate things.
Understood.
No elaboration. No questions.
Well, wait. Is there a reason? I just thought strength,
Well,
protection.
as you're talking to, you see, obviously their age difference has been a question, maybe. Because Cyrus here before you is old, gray. He's 60, whereas his Asilicus is more youthful. And you gather it's the only two here. So go ahead and give me an insight check.
Another good one.
Oh.
21.
Nice.
So, Rainagon, maybe you don't need to ask. You can kind of gather because of the pattern of dying and being born again and their varying ages here. You might be able to guess that, Cyrus is the next one to die, and then Silicus will find him, and the process will start again. They have traded off so that one of them always is in the library, keeping it guarded and keeping the knowledge safe.
Alright, makes sense.
Yeah. Well, Renegon, it was nice to see you again and be able to open my truth to you. Does it all make sense, too?
Yes. As odd as it sounds, it's here now.
Good. You don't remember, but you, Dante, came to me here in Crestholme 35 years ago. You were looking for Oathbreaker, that sword you used to cut the ties to your bonds. You were clever to know I had information to such things. You probably had already figured out our library deal since you knew of Basilicus, but you never pried. Thank you for that.
course.
I will say that that sword is also in the vault as well. Ascidian made it in hopes of breaking us from Casaban. We refused to use it at the time until this one life you finally changed. If you find that sword, Renegon, I'm ready to. Would you bring it out so that I can join you against Casaban properly?
I planned on it. Figured that would be your answer.
Good. It is a emerald longsword with an obsidian grip. Should be easy to catch.
Okay. Got it.
Well, stay strong and stay alive, brother.
Like it's my last chance.
Indeed. And maybe soon mine. See, Cyrus pulls you into a strong handshake, placing his other hand firmly on your arm. And then he pulls back and waves to the others as he disappears through the doorway. And so, you had gained a ton of knowledge. The last specks of past in this eternal conflict that you are cast into. Umbra comes quickly and gives you a very tight hug, Riley.
Oh, okay. I wasn't expecting that.
Aw.
Give a very
Yeah.
tight hug back as well.
I'm so sorry.
Stole the words right out of my mouth. I mean, it's honestly, I can't believe we passed that test. You have no reason to trust me.
No, thank you, Riley. I'm serious.
I'm
It doesn't feel right to see what happened, to know that I passed. But
I mean,
you sacrificed everything for me, and it's clicking in now.
I don't feel emotionally equipped to handle this. I just want to make sure it sticks, you know? Like it's got to be worth it.
Yeah. Let's fucking bring her down.
Yeah, let's do it.
You see, Umbra finally eventually lets you go and backs up and gives you all a moment to talk about what you've learned and what must be done.
Lot of stuff.
Did you know there was 3 Timmons?
I did not know there were 3 Timmons. There was a lot of stuff and that.
I just got Timon jump scared.
No
So
one
Tim was just
expects
a
the Team in
popped up.
Inquisition.
With 3 Timons.
There were 3. I didn't know I had twins.
Well, you kind of did, kind of didn't.
Wait, they were not.
They could never be. They were not real, no.
They were
There could
not
never
Timmons
be another
brothers.
Timon.
I thought my mom had lied to me, and there was 2 twins. Because you know my family has twins.
You mean triplets?
Well, there's twins. I thought maybe I had triplets.
I'm sorry, Timon, but do you really need more siblings?
Timon does not. No.
But anyway, that was crazy. I'm glad that we're all on the same page now. And kind of bonkers about, I don't know, stabbing yourself with an Oathbreaker sword is pretty extra.
Very intense.
Well,
Indeed.
Yeah.
sounds
It
like
was
it
made-
worked.
It was made by a god. So, I guess it makes sense.
Yeah. How do you like feel about that, Ranagon, though? Like, it could have been, you were sort of, I know for the best, probably, but I don't know, taken out of this reincarnation cycle because of something your predecessor did.
Wow, it sounds like it was for the best, honestly. And after finding everything out, I think it was the right decision. I think I would have done the same exact thing. Just makes it so much more important for me to do the right thing, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
We will use it to destroy Halifrin too.
Or something.
Who knows what would happen if we stabbed her with it?
It's kind of not really reassuring to know that the defibrillator's not going to be enough, though, push comes to shove.
But now we have a different answer. That should be enough. I shall try to free you from this pact.
It did sound like if you used it, well, you would die. You wouldn't have to worry about your own mental state of seeing everything. It sounds like Holofren is able to turn the dead into her servants, a necromancer.
You know, I thought she was just a dragon. I mean, I guess dragons can be bad too, but you don't imagine that a creature just puttering around in a school is gonna be like this.
Really?
I think she's in many different places. The school, now in Sermont. Some other places too. But the heart of her is in Dreadshire.
Or was.
What remains? Well, I suppose first, let us get to that castle.
Yeah, we gotta put Cloudkill on a door.
Figure out how to get into that vault as well, because we have items to collect. And a hemlock to ambush. You guys ready?
As ready as we'll
Well,
ever be.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Yeah.
More like, are you ready, Ben? Because William's gonna be expecting something.
Good.
I will deal with that.
Okay.
I will not enter the castle without my knife. Do not worry.
Okay.
A question, yes.
Was me fighting myself, was that in a dream world? Do I need to take a rest?
Oh god, you just went very
Yeah.
scary little buddy.
What happened?
Yeah, you might have to short rest, which you could say that conversation is, if you'd like.
Hello?
Hello.
Hello.
Did you hear me?
Can you hear me?
Hello?
Yeah,
Yeah. Hi.
Did you hear
I-
my question? Did I cut out?
Yes, that damage does stick. You would have to take a short rest, I'd say.
Okay. Then I will need a short rest and then I'll be ready.
Well, I would say the short rest could be your history lesson.
Okay.
Let's say you guys are there for an hour.
Okay, that
But
works.
what if we short rested so that I could learn spells from scroll?
Oh, that's fine. That's fair too.
Oh right, but
actually.
it's gonna take forever though. Actually, wait.
Yeah, I
I
mean,
forgot.
even if you just did one.
Mm,
Well, it was the cloud kill one was the one that we were thinking of, but that's gonna take forever. So
Yeah, 5 hours, right?
oof.
it's 2 hours per level.
2 hours.
Is
So
what
it's 10, yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Maybe you can get a sec roll if you want. Maybe we'll have another session trip that includes scrolls. So Renegon feeling a little bit rested, and everybody kind of shaking off everything that they've learned. You guys start to head into the direction of the castle, unless there's anything you wanted to grab along the way.
I'd like to grab a bathroom break if I can.
That would be nice, actually.
I will go ahead and tell you guys we're almost done.
Oh,
Okay, I'll
okay.
just hold it.
Unless there's anything you wanted to grab in your in-game.
Oh, let's.
Not that I can think of.
Wasn't the plan that it was supposed to be picked up at the town's gate?
Yeah.
All right.
So I think as you guys prepare going to the castle gate, yeah.
The castle main, right?
You guys head over to the castle there.
Oh. All right,
Oh.
map.
Oh.
Forgot we had this almost.
Oh, dear.
So right here at the edge of the Harmony District, you stare upon these great gates leading into the city. And Umbra looks around to all of you, and especially locks eyes with you, Riley, looking very determined, and says, "Let's do this." And that is where we'll end our session.
Oh, okay.
Oh
Let's
wow,
go.
okay. Really right at the end.
Yeah, that's what I was like, whoa.
Perfect.
Nice.
That was a lot.
That was a lot.
Very much a lot.
So I
That
do have a
was-
question. One of us has to get the
Yes.
has to like receive the powers of not Thoradin, what's his name?
Thoradin.
Thoradin, yeah.
Close enough.
Okay. Right.
One of us has to do DSR.
Exactly. One of us has to be the ultimate fight. It's fine. And the others have to go to elsewhere. Does that mean the one who gets the powers has to stay in the material plane, or do they go or split in the party?
Yeah,
Oh
maybe.
shit!
I don't.
Never split.
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know.
All
Maybe I'll
right.
reconsider that. Maybe it will be different timing.
Okay. All right. We'll see.
That might be something where, yeah, maybe one of you just be a little stronger.
Oh shit.
Oh shit.
I'm used to that. I'm used to our paladin wrecking face.
Or maybe you go to elsewhere first and then do the relics thing, because that will cause more trouble.
Oh.
We
Yeah.
just we got the scroll of haste as just a sign that haste needs to be casted on Ranagon again.
Yep.
Always.
Mhm.
So yeah, I guess we'll figure out the timing of that.
Yeah.
As long as you guys survive your
Yeah.
little bout.
It's kind
with
of
New Dawn.
important, huh?
Fine.
This is fine.
and I think you guys will be pleasantly surprised to see how all this new dawn encounters that you've had will tie in with everything.
Oh
It'll be
shit.
lovely.
Ominous.
Yeah.
We failed most of them. What are you talking about? I don't want to be pleasantly surprised. That sounds like I'll be negatively surprised.
Why not both?
It's gonna be lovely. It's gonna be great.
Great. And this is fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You've got your world history class completed now, I'd say. For the most part.
That was the most notes I've taken ever.
I know. Me too.
Yeah, this session was a bitch to write.
Yeah, I can
bet.
imagine.
God.
Jeez.
It's like doing a history paper. I had to go back and like check off things that I've said before and make sure everything was straight.
Damn.
I actually had written in my notes something like that was like I'm reopening them that like Trish or somebody told me that the old gods could help against Holofren.
Yep.
Mm. True.
Yeah. All came back.
Damn.
I like that I thwarted you with the triple Timon question.
Yeah, it was pretty good. It's fun to include one of those little trivia things there.
That was fun.
Well, yeah. Thank you guys. Thank you all for joining us here at Roll for Hotness. If you like the
Thank
show, go
you.
follow us
Yeah.
on Twitter at Roll for Hotness. You can email the show at rollforhotnesspodcast@gmail.com. Both of those are with a numerical 4. You can also come join the show's Discord to talk with us and other fans more. If you want to see some of the stuff we do outside of the show, you can follow Sammy on Twitter at FairySammy for some fantastic
Let's
arts.
go.
You can follow Yuki on Twitter at YukiKey and watch some of her Twitch streams. And you can follow Javi on Twitter at Vusketeer to see some funny tweets. If you want to check out some of the stuff I do, it includes making some music for D&D, you can check out my website at lucasquincreations.com. But that is the end of this episode. See you later, hotties.
Bye.
Bye.